Hello and welcome to Facing Your Fears, Turning Fear into Courage. We are now on chapter 22, which is communicating love to our loved ones and our partners. And love is such an important aspect of what's going on today around us, within us. I don't know, what did I say? It's something that I've heard that whole idea of love is very new on our planet. And now that we're finding out about it and discovering it, there are books written like the 5 love languages and looking about our needs for love and how we express that. And so I want you to be able to look at that today, because even with your children, your grandchildren, your friends, we all feel love differently and we express it differently. It's amazing that we can even get together, right, when we have such differences, but we do. And love, I think love is the most powerful force that we have. So if we look at love, there are some people that their love needs because of, I think it's attachment issues, like say we have avoidant attachment, or we need a lot of space, or we grew up very much on our own. The only time we can really feel love is when we have distance, which is so interesting. But if people have that, we had like the mountain man who would go off into a cabin and just live by himself. He definitely had a bonding avoidant attachment because he was safer by himself. A lot of us carry issues like that to a minor or more moderate degree in our lives, and we just need space at times. And certainly, traditionally, men have needed a lot of space. Let's go hunting. Let's go play poker. Not that I agree with hunting, but let's go play poker. Let's go Las Vegas, things like that. And they get their alone time and they feel better, feel stronger. John Gray calls it cave time. And women, sometimes they think that they want their partner around, but then when someone retires, they're going, oh my goodness, it was so much better when he went to work, or whatever it might be. Sometimes we just need the peace of our own thoughts and our own desires to be able to be heard within us. So I really encourage alone time. I've heard of these retreats you can take. I haven't taken one, but I think it'd be great, where you don't talk for a week. You don't use any telephones, cell phones, any kind of computers. You just are alone with your thoughts. And I've heard the first 24 hours are like torture because we have a lot of stuff inside. But after a while, it's what we want or what we need, and it's hard to come back. It'd be fun to experience. So we have that one. We have another form, and I think traditionally it's been women that want to talk about their feelings and want to be emotionally supported, and I'm finding more men to be like that right now doing couples counseling, that their needs are, can you hear my feelings? Can you understand where I'm coming from? Can you understand that that triggers me or causes me shame or fear or hurt or pain? And I love that all these men now are able to express that, but it does become a need for some people, and we've got to create time for that if that's who our children, our loved ones, our friends, our partners, if they're like that. And kind of the traditional ones that were talked about in the 5 love languages, like gifts. Like some people love to have physical expressions of love, whether it's a big gift, a little gift, a card, a letter, something that they can hold on to that expresses love. Another one is affection, sex, closeness. That's usually a really big one in romantic relationships and can cause a lot of goodness and a lot of problems. So we have to look at that if that's one of your main love languages. The other is acts of service, where you might change somebody's oil or make their dinner or bake a cake or clean the house or something. That can feel like love to others. The other one is words of affirmation, where you say, oh, you look beautiful, or you look so handsome in that, or words of affirmation. Like I love the nurtured heart, where you say in more words, like I loved when you came in and gave me a hug. It felt so good. You do it in long sentences. So we have, and then quality time. I think that's especially important. I don't think it's the amount of time, it's the quality of time that people spend together. And it's whatever couples like. I have some couples that are kind of like super glue. If you call one, the other one's going to be on the line with them. The cell phone's going to be on speaker, so they hear and they're participating in everything. They just do everything together. And other couples that are so independent and they have their quality time, but they don't have to spend every minute together. So we've got to find out what works for us. So if you look at that, I want you to take a moment to see what makes you feel loved. So think about it. Think about, do you like I would think most people like quality time together, but some of us don't even need gifts, or we don't need words of affirmation. We don't maybe need emotional support. We might not need acts of service. We feel like we can do what we need to do or pay for whatever we need to have done. But the other things might really touch our hearts and souls, where other people might really need those. And that's just the way it is. It's nothing's wrong or right. It just is. So take a moment and explore that within yourself. And if you have a partner or someone that you want to improve the relationship with, you can ask them, what do you like about our relationship? What would you like more of? What would you like less of? I have a daughter that I never knew gifts could be the most important thing, but once I found out she loved that kind of thing, it made it easy to then say, oh, I'm going to go to her house. Maybe I'll bring something that she'll love. And it really is just getting to know people and what drives their boat without judgment, without criticism, with acceptance. And if you think about it, when you love somebody, we come in with our issues, we come in with problems, we come in with limitations, I'd say. And all of us have it, even the ones that look superhuman, we have our limitations. And so we can't expect everything from one person. We can't expect everything from our children, from our loved ones, from our friends, from ourselves. I think it's really fun to explore where our limits are in our ability to love. Now, some of us have anxious bonding, that if we love somebody, we want to make sure they're there. It's okay. It's just the way we were raised, and no judgment on that. Chapter 22 is communicating love to our partners and our loved ones. Look at it within yourself. Please go talk about it. Talk about it to your friends. Let's make this an okay topic to try to figure out all together. I'm always saying this, we're all together on this planet, maybe in the universe, and we need to figure things out together, not separately. Although, I love the separate alone time too. But this is a group effort on the planet so that we survive, thrive, find all that will keep people healthy and alive. Deep breath. All right. Thank you for joining us. We're turning fear into courage. We're expanding love, expanding the positivity. All right. Thank you.